All right, guys, almost ready to get things underway here from Edge Ice Arena here in Littleton, Colorado, where your Lady Bruins will be facing off against the Leafs of Aspen today. Lady Bruins again, the away team in the black jerseys with the blue and white trim. The Aspen Leafs, the home team for today's bout, in the white jerseys with the black and red trim. And here come your 14ers. We'll get 5 minutes of warm-ups underway, and we'll get started here in a moment. All right, guys, warm-ups out of the way here. Ready to get puck drop now. And we've got a couple lineup changes here today, so we'll get you the lines here in a moment as they mix things up a little bit. It looks like Zawarski will be centering the second line today. We'll keep the Zeng, Gray, McCormick line together. That line's been pretty effective most of the weekend, including yesterday morning's game. They're put on a great passing display. And McDonald and Brewer at D, and we're ready for puck drop here from the edge. Zeng to take the draw, wins it back to Brewer. Brewer picks it up there. Plays it around behind, near corner. McDonald ties up with the player there, center it out front. Aspen able to hold though. And now McDonald picks it up. McDonald up ahead to Gray. Gray tries to go to McCormick. And it's finally broken out here by Gray. Taken off her stick. McDonald steps up. Brings it down low, drops for Gray. McDonald now has it taken off her stick. And Aspen will look to break it out. Picked up there, Brewer. Brewer works it near side to Gray. Gray goes across to Zeng off her stick. And puck comes back out to center. Brewer leaves there. Nobody home, though. Aspen walks in the slot. Shot. Kicked aside by Bozier. Leeser out there now with Zawarski and DeFelice. McDonald plays it up into the slot. Taken off her stick. Aspen shot. Off the glove of Bozier. Bruins chasing right now. Bruins need to complete a change here. Aspen looks to drive it to the middle. Now leaves the top of the dot. Shot. That goes wide of the net. And it'll come out far side. It's picked up there by Leeser. Leeser tries to play it across to Zawarski. That's picked up by Aspen. Back to the point. Jennings. Shot towards the net. Puck squirts loose. Zawarski picks it up. Shot. Save, rebound by the goaltender. Goaltender's left a couple big rebounds here to start. Jennings picks it up, tries to slide it down low. That's picked off by Aspen, and they're going back the other way. Bruins also back though, making a 1-on-3 as they enter the zone, and Aspen will be content to just dump and take their change. Picked up there, Gossner. Gossner works it near side to Jennings. Jennings along the boards towards the net. Kicked aside by Gossner. Bozier makes a save. Aspen's going to try the wraparound. Puck's loose in front, and Bozier holds, and now we'll escort some players out of the crease. We're going to face off here in the Bruins zone. 12:29 to go, second period. Arnold, Fryer, and I believe it's Osborne. Osborne to take the draw. Puck comes back to the blue line. Play it down low. Players collide there. A couple Aspen players almost take one another out. And Fryer's able to play it out to center. Sorry, that was Wessel playing it out to center. Arnold in hard on the forecheck. And Aspen plays it right back to the Creek zone. Wessel leaves there for Osborne. Osborne, dangerous pass through the slot there. Fryer tries to play it out, absorbs the contact, and now it's picked up there by Arnold. Arnold hits his own 1-on-3. Tries to play it in deep, stolen there by Aspen. And broken up by the defense of the Bruins. Puck comes out to center. Bruins need to get a change here now. Osborne just needs to get it deep. Osborne picks it up now. Waits for the change to complete. Plays it across. That's Brewer stepping up. That's knocked down by Aspen. Puck comes up the near boards. Good patience there by the Bruins. Let them finish the change. Brewer plays it back into the zone. Back to the point. McDonald. Shot. That's off a Aspen defender's stick. Goes to the corner, and they'll look to break it out the other way. Up the near boards here. Shot from a sharp angle. Steered aside by Bozier. Played back to the line. Shot towards the net. That goes wide. Picked up there by Brewer. Kicked out by McDonald. Soccer style there. And now McDonald tries to clear the zone. Unable to, though. Puck stays in somehow. Shot. Label high side over the blocker of Bozier, but that sails over the net. And it's picked up there by McDonald. McDonald will skate with it now. McDonald has the Novodorsky with her. McDonald sidesteps around. McDonald tries to go to the backhand. Has it just roll off her stick. Puck comes back to the point. King plays it into the middle. And that's going to be stolen by Aspen. They'll come back the other way. They'll hold up as they don't have numbers. Oh, Bruins got to recognize that trailer. Nowhere to go with the pass. As they were in the zone, 1-on-4, pucks loose in the slot. Novodorsky plays it to the line, held in there by the Leafs, and played around behind. McDonald ties up with the player, leaves it here near side for Novodorsky. And Novodorsky's going to fire it all the way down. That'll result in icing on the Bruins. And it looks like somebody forgot to start the clock because we're way off. I got 10:52 and I had 9:30. So we'll get a little bonus hockey this period. But we'll get the clock synced up here. Now. Looks like they're going to change the clock. Okay. Zhang takes the draw. Aspen throws it towards the front of the net. That goes wide. Jennings-Gosner out there now at D. Work back to the point. Shot blocked down by Gray. Gray chips it ahead. Breakaway opportunity here for Gray. Catches the rolling puck. Gray shot. Sailed it wide. Goaltender came way out to challenge there. I thought Gray might have had a chance to make a move around with how aggressive that goaltender came out to cut down the angle. Jennings shot on net. A save by the goaltender. All right, Zaworski here to take the draw. Zaworski back to the point. Wessel smartly plays it down low rather than into the shin of the defender. Bruins will forecheck there with DeFelice. And Aspen looks to break it out. Held there, Wessel. Wessel goes cross ice to Jones. Jones goes right back up and into the zone for Zaworski. Zaworski steals it along the board. Zaworski centers out front to DeFelice. Just taken off her stick at the last moment by an Aspen defender. Held in there at the line. Zaworski, puck's bouncing around. Now it comes back out to center. Wessel goes up with it right away. Puck dropped into the slot. Leeser, shot. I'm going to give an A for effort on that one. If you can't get the stick on the puck, you can always, hammer away with the glove. I don't think it would have counted as it went in. So that'll be a hand pass. We'll get a face-off outside the zone here. Dug out there by DeFelice to Wessel. Wessel's going to walk it into the zone. Wessel gets the line. Wessel, shot, steered aside by the goaltender. Aspen will look, trying to break it out now. Back up the near boards. And we'll get an offensive zone draw here for the Bruins. 8:02 to go first period. Osborne, Arnold, Fryer, McDonald, Brewer. Osborne to take the draw, one there by the Leafs. Fryer cuts a player off. Arnold tries to throw it out front. That goes off the back of the net. Fryer now just out of the reach of Arnold. McDonald steps up. McDonald plays it into the slot to Fryer. Fryer knocked off the puck for a moment, battles to regain it. Now the Leafs pick it up there, try and break it out to center. McDonald holds at the line. That goes off a Leaf defender's stick. Arnold tries to dig it out. Dug out by the Leafs, near side. They'll work it back to the point. McDonald towards the net. Knocked down by a Leaf defender's stick. Good hustle there by Fryer and Arnold in this Osborne line. Keep the puck pinned in the zone. McDonald, shot. And McDonald's going to go for an interference, is my guess. And that is the call. So McDonald lost her stick there, and as the player tried to force her way into the zone, McDonald got in front of her there. No argument there from the Bruin bench. Power play here for the Leafs. Gosner, face off one and cleared out to center. McCormick will give chase there. Played up to the line. Gray able to hold. McCormick steals it now. McCormick throws on the brakes. McCormick tries to center out front to Gray. That's broken up by the Leafs, so Jennings steps up. And Leafs get possession. They play it into the zone. Delayed offside here. Cleared back into the Leaf zone. Minute 25 here in the penalty to McDonald. And the Leafs start their breakout here on the power play. They get the red line. Looks to take it wide on the Bruin defense. Shot. Saved by Bozier. Oh, puck streaks through the crease. Big save there by Bozier on the follow-up. And Jennings is able to clear. Minute to go here in the Bruin penalty kill. Jennings holds it there. Plays it in. Picked off there. Jennings tries to go cross ice. Picked up now by Zaworski. Near boards here. Picked up by the Leafs. And they play it out to center. Gosner will pick that up. And Gosner will clear it right back into the Leaf zone. 30 seconds here going in the penalty to McDonald. Zaworski and DeFelice out there now on the penalty kill. Brewer and Wessel. Brewer leaves there for Zaworski. Near board, centered out front. Wessel able to pick that off and play it all the way down. That should do it for the Leaf power play with 10 seconds to go. And the puck 200 feet away from the Bruin net. Leafs look to try to get one last rush here with numbers. 3-on-3 as they hit the red line. Oh no. That's a dangerous play. I hope she's okay. All right, glad to see the Aspen player okay. The door to the bench was open there as they were expecting the Bruin player to come onto the ice. Back up to the point. Wessel plays it down low. Referee takes one off the shoulder there. Centered out front. And puck comes all the way out there. No icing as it was played down by the Bruins. Wessel will go back there to pick it up. Wessel sidesteps out of trouble there. Now leaves for Brewer. Brewer tries to go back to Wessel. The near boards. McCormick now. Stolen there by the Leafs. Steered out of harm's way by Beausier, and Beausier is able to hold. Gonna face off here in the Bruin zone. McDonald, Jones out there with Zaworski, Lease or DeFelice. Zaworski to take the draw. Jones leaves it behind there. Ties the player up along the boards. Zaworski battles along the boards there. Tries to kick it to McDonald. McDonald tries to go up the boards to DeFelice. Shot towards the net. Kicked out by Beausier. And played back around behind. McDonald will pick it up there. McDonald goes up ahead to DeFelice. DeFelice tries to play it across. The Leaser. Picked off there by the Leafs. Leafs doing a good job clogging up the neutral zone, taking away that cross-ice pass. And the Leafs bring the puck in. Shot blocked there by the Bruin defense. And Aspen will look to play it up into the Bruin zone. Zaworski has it now. Zaworski to McDonald to DeFelice. Bruins just seem to be skating themselves into bad positions. Jones plays it up and out of the zone. Leafs pick it up there. McDonald steps up. And puck's played around behind. McDonald up the far boards to Fryer. Fryer chips it out to center. Arnold gives chase there. Gets possession. Plays into the zone. Far side. But the Leafs get the win the race to that one. Now play it out to center. Broken up there by the stick of Gostner. Couple players collide. Bodies go everywhere. And Bruins come back the other way. 3-on-2. Osborne looks to take it wide. That could have been a hook. Arnold comes in to support in the corner, and it's dug out by the Leafs. Up ahead. Jennings able to hold there at the line. And Leafs play it out to center. Beausier. Oh, tries to play it away. Leaf player picked it up. That hit the post. And Jennings picks it up. Plays it ahead to Fryer. Fryer tries to go cross ice to Arnold. And Leafs come back the other way. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Shot gloved and held by Beausier. 38.2 here to go. King to take the draw. One around behind, out of the reach of Rulison. Puck's played down low. Brewer gives chase there. Wilson catches an edge, goes into the boards there. Shot, knocked down. King tries to clear. And Aspen centers it out front. Puck's loose in the slot. Shot. Deflected down in front. That's a goal. Aspen takes a 1-0 lead here with 11.7 to play here first period. Shot from the slot was deflected down, beat Bozier 5-hole. His shot was about waist high and was tipped straight down. Face-off won there by the Bruins. Wessel plays it ahead. Wessel throws it towards the net. Puck's loose. Near side, Zeng works it back to the point. Gray sidesteps a player, and that'll do it for one period of play. We'll be back here in a moment for the second. All right, ready to get the second period underway here. Zeng to take the draw. Aspen retreats into their own zone. Jennings comes up to pinch. Gosner now. Gosner plays it ahead. Picked off there by Aspen. There we go. I think Jennings figured out how to play speed. Speed meet brick wall. McCormick drops to Zeng. Zeng plays it back to the line. And that comes out. And McCormick will touch it, so that's going to get us a offsides here. Zaworski to take the draw. Leeser plays it into the zone. DeFelice in on the forecheck. Aspen able to spin out of trouble and play it out to center. Wessel tries to get it out. Zaworski now up ahead to Leeser. Leeser up ahead to DeFelice. DeFelice has Zaworski going with her. Drops to Zaworski. Shots just deflected there by the Leafs, and they'll come back near side here. Zaworski plays the role of impediment. Wessel, DeFelice, shot. Blocker to side there. Good opportunity there. Wessel has it now, works it back to Zaworski. Just hops the stick of Zaworski. She ties up with the player, played back into the zone. Jones will pick it up there. Jones plays it back, up to Wessel. Wessel, tries to spring Zaworski. She's at the end of a shift, though. She'll head off for a change. Long change here period for both teams. Shot saved by Bozier. Puck's loose at the side of the net. Tied up behind. Leafs not looking to move at all. Content to take the face off. Work back to the point. Shot goes wide of the net. It's picked up there by Arnold. And Arnold will play that all the way down. That's going to go for an icing. That'll allow the Bruins to get a change here, which they needed. Again, long change period gets much harder to get your D off the ice. Draw one there by the Leafs. Puck's played up and out of the zone. Arnold gives chase there. Leafs regroup here. They'll go D to D. Nobody get a clean stick on the puck here. McDonald brings it in. McDonald shot into the gut of the defender. Brewer plays it down low. Fryer ties up with a player there. Refs yelling for them to move it. And now it's dug out by the Leafs. They'll play it up the far boards. Brewer steps up there in the skates of the Leaf player. And Leafs are able to play it back into the Bruins zone. Picked up there by McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Brewer. Brewer hits King coming off the bench. Picked off there by the Leafs. They'll come back the other way. Shot goes wide of the net. Puck comes near side. And Bruins will take the icing here with 10:55 to go second period. Down one. This Aspen team with a very short bench looks like they never get tired.